Welcome Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and man did I mess up. It's Thanksgiving Day. Went out deer hunting early in the morning. Beautiful, 37 degrees, cold morning. Got out in the stand. I was just in the stand just off of the food plot. So I got a view of the food plot, but I'm also in the woods so I can see the bucks chasing the does in the staging times. Well, I was out there all morning, and then about 10:15, I had a doe come out. A really large doe walking through the woods at a pretty good pace, and I waited for it to get in the field. When it got in the field, it slowed down, but it was still moving, and it was getting ready to quarter away and go away from me. So again, it was 10:15, Thanksgiving Day. I need to get back in, get ready for a Thanksgiving meal, and I said, I'm gonna take this doe, nice sized doe. Well, it doesn't stop and just begins to quarter away. I shoot, it runs off to the left. I watch it go into the woods to the left of me, and wasn't too confident because there was some brush and some trees. I was kind of having to shoot through a hole to get an aim at it. It didn't react the way I thought it would for a good shot. Again, I'm using my 30-06 with a 180 grain soft point bullet. Waited, and then about 15-20 minutes later, another doe comes through right where that one was. And I watched it, and it quartered away the other direction. It didn't go into the field. So I gave it about 15 minutes, didn't see anything. So I decided to get down, it's been over a half hour now, go check on the doe, see if I saw any blood at the point of impact, and I watched it go into the woods, and I watched it stop. So I thought maybe it bedded down there. So got down to the stand, got all my stuff out, and I looked up, and the biggest, widest set of antlers is going right behind where those doe were. I mean, the largest buck I'd ever had in our woods face to face. I shot a really nice one with a muzzleloader last year, a 9-point. Well, this one had a lot more mass, and the beams were white, just white. So it stepped out, 60, 70 yards away, great broadside shot. It was in the woods, and I took the shot. I had a great shot, I thought. It bucked up. I was like, yes, when it bucks up like that, you're thinking, good heart shot or something, the way it reacted. After waiting all that time, I went out to first look at the doe to see if I saw anything there. I didn't see anything at the point of impact. I went off into the woods looking for it, and I didn't see anything. So I'm hoping that, that doe didn't even get touched at all, and she just ran, kept on going. So at that point, it's been a good hour. I go over to where the buck was shot, and I had a pretty good idea of where that buck was shot because there was a nice lane there, shooting lane. Went out there 50, 60, 70 yards. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. So I started crisscrossing, and I never see a sign of blood. I never see the deer piled up. I watched the deer go about 40, 50 yards back the way it came until it got off into the real thick stuff, and it never really slowed down. I never heard it crash. But I got out there and I didn't see nothing. So I got back to the house and I cleaned up and gave it some time. There's one of my honeybees. And came back out there and again started doing a crisscross pattern, and I didn't see anything. At this point, I'm thinking something's wrong with my rifle. I missed a doe and I missed the buck of a lifetime here on the ridge. It's not a 170 class or anything, but for the ridge, it was a big beamed whitetail. I was really excited. So very just disheartened, thinking maybe I messed my scope up, and So I came back to the house, got a target, put it up on the old range, and this is what I did. So I get out about 70 yards, about where I shot, the 2 deer, and this is what I do at 70 yards. And this is sitting on the back of the Kubota, just using it as a rest, and then free arming it. I did both, and you can see when I free armed it, I was a little looser, but then whenever I had it sitting on the back of the Kubota, 4 shots right there. Here's 4 shots, and here's 4 shots. So scope's not off. I must have hit a twig or something through the woods. That's why I really like, letting them get out into the field completely. But I was sitting off on the stand, in the woods at the edge of the field, and that's just the price you pay sometimes when you're hunting in the woods like that. It's pretty thick stuff, and you can have a twig hanging down and just not see it. It's kind of like this right here. You look off into the woods there, and it looks like a nice clear path, but all of a sudden there's this limb here that was kind of offset, and I could hit something like that. Now twice. I think I just missed the doe, because she was continuing to walk. The buck, he had stopped. It was broadside. Man, I'm embarrassed. It was a bad epic fail on the ridge. Speaking of targets, you see how well I did with those targets here, but look what I'm doing to the tree behind it. Oh my goodness, that tree, I'm probably gonna have to cut it down. It's probably gonna die on its own. 30-06 does a number on it. This is the tree behind our target. By the way, anyone that's thinking about trespassing on the ridge again, you might want to check these signs out. Forget the dog, beware of the wife. I apologize to everybody. I was really hoping to get a nice video out of deer hunting before Thanksgiving here. Didn't quite work out, but I'm not going to get too disheartened. I'm going to get back in the woods, and we got a long season left here in West Tennessee. I'm going to get out there and see if I can get this freezer filled. How about that? Regardless of how it goes this deer season, I am thankful for the opportunity to deer hunt, to have this beautiful property here on the ridge. I'm just so thankful, and I'm blessed beyond measure, and I thank the Lord above for giving me this opportunity. So until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day, and go Ridge Life.